Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. That's what Nelson Mandela once has said. And what he said is so true. And I extremely agree with his statement because nothing is more powerful than education. So today, I'm going to tell you about education for the 21st century. Ladies and gentlemen, since we are living in the 21st century, we have to always follow the development of the pace of life. We cannot close our eyes and pretend not to know about what is actually now happening around us. Nowadays, we could see how many social issues are still exist in our country, such as gender discrimination, religious differences, child marriage, and many more. Those problems are happening because people are still lack of education. Imagine if in this 21st century, people in this country are still lack of education, lack of ethics, lack of knowledge. It surely could create more problems in this society and it would make this world become worse and worse. That is why education is extremely important for all people, human beings over the world in order to change the people for a better human being in the society and change this world for a better place to live. My dear loving brothers and sisters, talking about education for the 21st century, there is a piece of information I get from for the International Commission on Education for the 21st Century, chaired by Jack Scholars and published by UNESCO in 1996. So there are 5 pillars of education for the 21st century. And the first pillar is learning to know. Education is a tool for people to search for knowledge and wisdom. So if people have a piece of knowledge, they would understand the world and they could easily overcome their problems with the knowledge that they have. And the second pillar is learning to do. Education should educate people to become more active, creative, and productive. So people could creatively produce something new by applying the knowledge that they have already learned. And the third pillar is learning to be. Education should develop someone's personality, self-identity, self-knowledge, and self-fulfillment. So people could become an expert and a professional person in their field according to their passions and their talent. And the fourth pillar is learning to live together. Education should develop an understanding of other people, their histories, their beliefs, their religion, and their cultures. People should tolerate, respect, welcome, and even celebrate the diversity among them. And the fifth pillar is learning to transform oneself and society. Education should work towards gender-neutral and non-discriminatory society. Education should remove inequality between men and women, injustice between the rich and the poor, racism between black and white, and so on. Education should insist on justice for all human beings over the world, so there will be no war and no injustice anymore on this planet. So ladies and gentlemen, in the conclusion, I would say that in this 21st century, education is so much important for all human beings over the world. Therefore, we have to learn, and learn, because learning is a never-ending process. Whenever and wherever we are, we have a duty to learn. And then the last thing, without education, our life would become so hard and so difficult. And that's all from me. Thank you very much for your attention. And once again, thank you.